Okay, we are in Code.org Unit 4, Lesson 7. This is a quick walkthrough and review of the practice A, which is the MindEase app. I went ahead and did some of the early milestones, particularly milestones 1 through 4. They were pretty short and sweet, so just to kind of run through and recap what was done there for time's sake. Milestone 1, we just need to get user input and assign them to the appropriate variables. So we have a variable that was already created for stress, one for happiness, one for time, and we have these fields here: stress drop down, happiness drop down, time drop down. So we want to get the number from each of those user input fields when the suggest button is clicked and store that number in the appropriate variable. That was it for milestone 1. Milestone 2 wanted us to establish a time text for users with 30 minutes or less, and then also an additional one if they had more than 30 minutes. So the way we set that up, we said if time is less than or equal to 30, then we're going to assign time text, pick one of the following activities, and then a line break. Else, meaning it is over 30, we're going to say here are 3 activities for you to try with a line break. And that was activity or milestone 2. Milestone 3, for users who rated their happiness higher than 5, assign the variable happiness level a value of high. So notice that says higher than 5, not including, so we just did happiness greater than 5. Happiness level is going to get high, it's a string. Else, it is 5 or less, we're going to give it low. All right, milestone 4, you may have done yours slightly different, and that's okay as long as it works out in the end. Just to make it less complex and not have to deal with the or equal tos and a double and, you should be able to do it this way. If stress is greater than 6, so that includes 7 or higher, so that's going to be 7, 8, 9. If it goes up to 10, we're going to rate the stress level high. Else, if it's between 4 and 6, so in this case, we can say if stress is greater than 3. That does not include 3. The next value that you can get is 4. Okay, so if this evaluated to false, that means it is not greater than 6. If it is greater than 6, this is going to evaluate to true, and we won't get here. So this would contain values 4, 5, and 6 and give stress level medium. Else, all right, it's 1 to 3, it's going to be low. All right, and that's how that works. And now for milestone 5, this one can get a little messy. So this is kind of where I chose to start the walkthrough. And what I'm going to do, okay, you can use your math and drag and drop and get we're eventually going to need to use a Boolean operator. I'm going to type it out. So I'm actually doing what I call hybrid mode. I am using block mode because it's easier to show my screen and for you to follow, but I'm actually going to type it out. So I'm going to use kind of some text strategies in block mode. So a couple of different ways I could go with this. I'm going to focus just on the stress level, and because there shouldn't be any unique pairings, I don't have to have a super long if, else, else, if. That can get confusing. I'm just going to do some basic if else's with each stress level. So I'm going to say if, and now I'm going to come in here and start typing. I'm going to say stress level. I'm going to do a double equals high. It's very important that you spell this as case sensitive. So up here I have high with a capital H. It needs to match up down here. If you did all lowercase right there, it needs to be all lowercase right here. Okay, then I'm going to do a double and happiness level double equals, because it's a comparison operator, low. Again, it is case sensitive. Okay, so what I have here now, when I deselect, it makes it nice and neat for me. All right, both of these have to evaluate to true. So if the stress level was high and the happiness level was low, now I've got my suggested activities. So I'm going to update this variable called activities text. So activities text is going to get, and I don't think it'll let me copy. That's a bummer. Maybe if I go into text mode, it would let me. I'll type it out though. So guided meditation, deep breathing, exercises, journaling. Okay, so this is saying happiness. I left a P out, so sorry about that. Those error checkers help. Okay, then what I need to do here, um, I guess I am going to need to do an else if after all. That it was a bummer. My brain wasn't working right. So I'm just going to say else if. Okay, I'm going to go to text mode so I can copy that and not have to do it all over again. And now I can go back to block mode. And now I want to change the happiness level from low to high. And let me see if I can copy here. That's the ticket, okay. So there, I'm going to set, so again, this hybrid mode is useful going to text sometimes. Okay, this is going to be yoga, listening to upbeat music, engaging in a hobby, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, semicolon to end it. Okay, I'm going to go back to blocks now. Okay, so I'm going to do an if, else if. I'm not going to have a final else. Okay, so these are kind of specific conditions. And now what I can do to make it a little bit more manageable, I can copy this whole thing, paste it, and then I'm going to replace the high with medium, update my activity text, and then I'm going to paste it again, replace the high with low, and update the activity text. So I'm going to do that part first, and because it's low, high, I don't have to do anything with happiness level. I'm going to say, okay, if stress level is medium, low, low. All right, now I'm going to go into text mode and I'm going to update. So if I was medium and low, those are the activities. So I'm going to highlight and copy that. And we're going to update there for, again, medium and low, medium and high. We're going to exercise, try dancing or cooking. Paste there. Okay, now we're down to low stress, low happiness, read a book, nature walk, practice gratitude, low and high, socialize with friends, explore a new place, or play a game. Okay, and I can go back to block mode now. All right, and at this point, okay, I can run and let's see if and I can test some cases. So let's try to get a high, low. So what makes it high? If it is above a 6, so let's go with a 7. Okay. Happiness was based on greater than 5, so we wanted this to be low, so let's do a 3. And let's just say we have under 30 minutes. Suggest activities. So it's going to say pick one of the following. Let's say I have 31 minutes, which is over. Now it says here 3 activities for you to try. But either way, it should be the guided meditation, deep breathing. I'm not going to test all of these out. Let's just do a few more. Let's try a high stress, high happiness. It should change. It does. All right, let's try a low stress, low happiness. Okay, take the time down. It should tell us to pick one. All right, let's try a medium and high. There we go. So we could go through and test all those out, but we should be good to go. I'm going to click finish. And I was still kind of back a little bit further, so I did milestone 4. I don't know if there was a milestone 6. It does have 4 out of 6. So I'm going to click run and finish, because I did that already. Finish. Milestone 5. I completed milestone 5. Run and finish. Finish. All right, let me get a... Okay, so this says look through possible ways you can continue to modify and extend this app. Then pick one or more to work on. Refactor your code, enhance user experience, add new features. This one is so kind of odd. So like one thing you can do is you could break down the way this appears. So just to kind of show you how you would do that, it probably does look better. What you can do is when you get down here, basically after each suggested activity, I could do a /n. And we'll kind of do that one as an example, and you would apply it everywhere. So this is high stress, low happiness. So let's get a high stress, low happiness, and you can see it puts them on their own unique line. The way they did it in the example, they also added, let me reset, they just added a dash in front of the suggested activity. So you could do that. Let's run. Let's try that again. High stress, low happiness, and there you can see it that way. So I would suggest making that modification. It looks a little bit nicer. So again, you would just go into each output, do a dash, replace the comma with a \n. And I'm not going to record going through every single one of these, but you should get the gist of it. Okay. And just to make sure that works there too, we'll do high stress, high happiness, reset, run. High stress, high happiness. There we go, yoga, listening to music. So that would be the modification I would suggest, which will get you through milestone 6. All right, so we can finish that up. We have a question here about the pseudocode. If we go through, all right, not to get that. So what will be displayed? Score is 4, lives is 3. All right, if lives is 0, display you lose. Okay, well, that's not the case. Else, if score is greater than or equal to 5 and lives is 3, well, score is 4, so that's false. So now we're going to say you win is what is displayed. There we go. And we've got one more practice question. All right, program below. Ask the user to type in a number, and then we'll output a message. What number will a user need to input for the message code to be displayed? Okay, so basically we're saying if we are greater than or equal to 10, then it's going to check to see if we are less than or equal to 20, and it's going to say medium. Else it's going to say hot. So basically for it to be cold, we are going to be less than 10. So of those options, a 5 is the only one that would do it. Okay, so that finishes up that lesson for A. I'll do another video for those of you that did B, and then a third one for those of you that did C.